Well, delighted to be able to say hello, Kane. Welcome to Woking Football Club for the third time, I think.
Thanks for having me again.
Is that right? Yeah. Was it an easy decision to sign on again?
Fairly easy, yeah. When I spoke to Dallas and the high that we ended on at the end of last season and the plans for this season, including everything else that I've experienced in my time here, good people behind the scenes, great club, well supported. It was a fairly easy decision to come back here.
Yeah, he said that he met you under the clock at Waterloo, which is a sort of famous for romantic assignations.
Yeah, it was. It was a bit of a moment when we met under the clock, but we had a chat. We had a good detailed chat about the things that he wants me to achieve. I set out some targets that I personally want to achieve, especially after missing such a large chunk of last season. Yeah. I made it clear to Dallas what I'm looking to do. He made it clear what he wants to do, and we both have similar, goals.
And is there any of that you can reveal about what your targets for yourself are, or what he expects of you?
As you know, Dallas's language, I can't really repeat too much of what he said.
In general terms.
In general terms, we don't just want to be there to say staying up is enough. We've set our targets high. We want to do more than that. We want to surprise people, and especially based on the cup run last season, we've proved we can beat the bigger teams. Teams high up in the league. We won't be scared going to away grounds. So we want to give it our all. And
what about your own personal game? Woking supporters generally are very familiar with you as a player, albeit you didn't get as many games as you'd have liked last season. But what does Douse expect you to do for him?
In the main, I guess he wants me to, have that winning mentality. As everybody knows, it's okay having a certain amount of ability, but when everybody is on the same, the same hymn sheet, everybody knows what's expected of them. Even if you're having a bad game, you still got to put that work in 100%. And he knows that with the players he's going to put out on the pitch, that they'll do anything to get over the line on the match day.
So he's talked about you, to use his phrase, ratting around with Godfrey Poco in the middle there. Is that the role he's described to you?
Not exactly. I mean, there will be times. There's going to be certain, periods of games where that might be necessary. But, personally, I wanna be getting on. I want to be, getting into the box when I can. I want to be chipping in with more goals and assists. That's my personal aim.
Yeah, that fits in with what he was saying before we started this. He was talking about 10 to 15 goals a season, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then he had a little chuckle and said, no, maybe 5, but I reckon I could do that. I think I'm fully capable of that. I've shown that, albeit a while ago now, I'm capable of getting those sorts of numbers if I'm, allowed to get on and kind of express myself.
Sure.
But of course I realise there might be certain games where I have to do more of a defensive duty, and that's fine with me as well, as long as we go over the line.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn back to last season. First of all, can you tell us exactly what the injury was, or the 2 injuries, or whatever it was?
So basically, it wasn't just one knock, it was kind of an accumulation of things, and once I felt the pain on my left knee, the meniscus, I probably should have stopped, but me being me, I said, no, it will go away, but kept playing on it, made it a bit worse, and then ultimately needed the surgery. But then once we had the surgery, realised that there was a microfracture as well, so delayed the comeback a bit more. But in the end, I think we managed it well, and we picked the right time to come back.
Right. What bit of you actually had a microfracture?
So the meniscus on my left knee was more to the side, and then towards the top of my knee was where the microfracture was.
Right.
So,
and the rehab seemed to me, as an outside observer, seemed a bit odd in that you were running for ages before you started proper training again, and so on and so forth. Right?
So some of the running was more straight line that you probably saw me doing around December time, but the main problem with the meniscus injury and the comeback is the twist and turning, and how comfortable I'd be able to do those things in a game or a training session, and those things took quite a bit longer to develop than the straight line.
Right. And was getting back to fitness a sort of fairly straight line, or was there a bit of a setback near the end?
Not so much near the end. I think through the whole time it was kind of ups and downs. Certain times I'd be coming into training, it would be feeling better than other training sessions, and sometimes it was out of my control whether I'd be feeling good or not. The knee, I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, we managed it good, as I said, and picked the right time to come back.
You certainly did, because that's the next thing I've got written down here. You only came back for the 2 glamour games of the season, didn't you, pretty much?
Yeah,
And,
you could put it that way.
The Wealdstone game, you went on as a sub, didn't you?
Yep.
And obviously made sufficient impression because you picked you to start for the final.
Yeah, I mean, it was only the last 15 minutes, but I mean, we all know what happened in those 15 minutes. We just, as soon as we got the first goal, Musa from the corner, everybody was energised, the crowd was energised, and then that transferred onto the pitch. And if we're honest, we could feel more goals coming ourselves. So, yeah, that was a crazy game to be a part of. And then, yeah, grateful that I got the chance to play in the final.
Yeah, and you made quite an impact in that game as well, I think.
The game itself, cup finals we know can be kind of, tight and cagey affairs. It wasn't the greatest in quality terms, but once we had the lead, yeah, I think we defended well, we saw things out well, and as a unit, everybody knew what we had to do to get the win.
And we did, thankfully.
Yep.
My standard question for every one of these interviews, Douse is saying that everyone he's signing has got a point to prove, and that's why he's picking people, because it gives an extra layer of motivation. What's your point to prove, do you think?
For me, it's a fairly easy one. As I said, and as we all know about the injury last season, I want to get back to playing regularly, week in, week out, if selected. I want to be, basically everything that I wasn't able to achieve on a personal note last season, I want to do this season, and hopefully that will help the team in itself be successful.
Right. And I'm being brutally honest, Douse has mentioned along the way about the fact that the last time you played at this level, you were in a team that got relegated. So is that another point to prove that even if the team got relegated, maybe you didn't deserve to?
It's it's a hard thing to say, but ultimately, I was part of a team that got relegated. So people will have opinions on anything, but those are the facts. We went down. So yeah, me being part of that team, of course, I do have a personal kind of motive to succeed in this league.
Good.
And as I say, I'm positive we can do it.
Sure. Let's turn away from football just to finish off. I think it was about this time last year you were in Mexico, weren't you? Is that right?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah. Have you got anything planned like that this year, or have you had a holiday already?
Yeah, I mean, I've already been away with friends and that.
All right.
Yeah. Not Mexico, not as far as that, but yeah, I've had my fun. I'm, ready to go back in, 10 days from now?
Yeah, I know, so, that's the thing.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Good. And what's all this about looking like someone called Dan?
Yeah, so I've been getting I don't even watch the show. I mean, Love Island, apparently I look like this geezer on there.
You see, I didn't even know it was about Love Island. I thought it might be, but I don't watch it.
So I don't even watch it, but all of a sudden I was getting a few texts here and there. And then, I had to check the guy out for myself. I said, no, nothing like me, but apparently there's a resemblance. I can't see it, but, one of them things.
Okay. And I remember we had one conversation in the dugout during your injury where we were talking about what you may or may not do after football, and you were sort of musing about whether you'd be interested in doing coaching badges and so on and so forth. Now, I'm not suggesting by asking this that your career is coming to an end or anything like that, but have you had any further thoughts about life outside or after football?
I'll be totally honest, not yet. I mean, 26, I'm getting on a bit now, but I haven't thought quite about getting, too much into coaching as of yet. I mean, it could do. Who knows what the future holds? I may be getting into that, but for now, my mind is clearly set on, this season coming up.
So we're remaining part-time, training Tuesday and Thursday night. So how do you feel the rest of the week?
Keep myself fit. I like to just, be active in the main with friends, family, whatever that may be. But yeah, I like to be busy. I don't like, chilling around too much. I like to be out there, active.
Right, which is reflected in your style as a player. So I'm personally delighted that you signed on again, and I'm sure lots and lots of other working supporters will be as well. Thanks very much for your time this evening.
Thank you.
It's great to see you again.
Cheers, you too.